Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video so you can keep up with reviews, tutorials, demos, anything and everything makeup related, and some fashion stuff too. I'm trying to sprinkle on in there. Today I wanted to do a really easy makeup tutorial using the Juvia'S Place, the Magic Mini palette. I have been wanting to pick up a Juvia'S Place palette forever, and sometimes I feel like with indie brands, when it's just straight from their site, sometimes it's hard to want to, like, maybe if you just want that one palette but you gotta make shipping, you know, all that dilemma. But they recently started selling Juvia'S Place at Ulta, and I saw it at my Ulta, or one of my Ultas. If you are in Chicago, they have a couple palettes in different Ultas, but the Ulta in the West Loop in Greektown, they have, like, I think all of them that you would find on the website. And I really wanted to pick up the Magic Mini palette. Now that I think about it, I saw the Saharan palette at my Ulta that's closer to me, and I was like, I don't know, I want the Magic Mini first, but I was like, now I need the Saharan palette. But if you can just see just by my eyes, this is pigmented. So pigmented. The colors, I wanted to specifically get this to kind of challenge myself to play with some colors. They have some other palettes that have more like neutral everyday. They have bronzy. They had I feel like the Saharan, maybe I wanted to get a little bit more because of maybe more my comfort zone. I can definitely get maybe more everyday looks, but I was like, no, let's get the color, let's play with some color and get just a bunch of different shadows, especially because this palette was only $25, and then maybe say like the Saharan palette and some like the smaller ones are $20. And that's a really great price. Also, I was able to use my 20% off coupon from Ulta for this palette, so I saved some money. So if you guys have coupons, you guys have points, I would highly recommend using it for these Juvia'S Place palettes. Like $25 to $20, that's a really great price, because even drugstore now is doing like $28 eyeshadow palettes. It doesn't come with the mirror, but you know what? I'd rather get more pigmentation, more quality put into it, as opposed to maybe a mirror. Mirror is always kind of a bonus, but these blend so beautifully. They're really pigmented. I was surprised that I didn't experience a lot of fallout either. And I am by no means careful with my makeup, but I was surprised. I got the bare minimum fallout on my lids, but I wanted to kind of play with this red shade especially, and so I just wanted to do that on the lids, and I decided to pair with a pink lip. Totally can do this with a nude lip and get like a totally different look, but I just wanted pink on pink on pink today type of a thing with a little bit of burgundy shade that I'm wearing. But now that I've tried this one, I need to get more. I want to get the neutrals to kind of play with that, but I think the quality of these is really great. So I really want to play with some more of like the blues and the greens and like the purples. So let me know if you guys want to see some more looks with this palette, especially if you guys have been curious with it. And as you know, I always want to do colorful looks, but I want to make them really easy, simple to follow for like everyone and anyone, because I love really crazy type of looks, but I'm like, where am I going to wear that? How am I going to do that? So try to simplify it here for you guys. But if you guys want to see how I got this look, then definitely just keep on watching. So the first shade I'm going to take is a Kessie, and I'm going to take that with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use that to set my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot Shadow Base. Then I'm going to go back into the shade Nana with my same Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this as my transition shade. And honestly, depending what brush you're using, you can really intensify this color or kind of diffuse it like I'm doing, using a bigger, fluffier brush. So the bigger the brush, the more you're kind of going to diffuse this color out, give you a nice wash. And the smaller the brush, the more you're going to concentrate that color. So right now I want this nice wash of color to start off with, and we're going to go back into the palette and take the shade Zakia, and then we're going to go ahead with a smaller brush, the Morphe M433, because I want to concentrate this color right into my crease. So just going a little bit lower than that Nana shade and just really adding the intensity. And as you can see, this color is nicely pigmented, nicely, very intense. Just adding the intensity that I want, so I'm kind of satisfied while still blending. As I'm adding, I'm blending in windshield wiper motions as well as little circular motions. Then I'm just going to go back in with that Sonia Kashuk brush with a little bit more of that Nana shade and just blend those two colors out together so we have a nice seamless transition. I'm going to go back into the palette and take the shade Kogi. And then I'm going to take a Sigma E25 brush, and this one I'm going to put even lower into my crease, right underneath that Zakia shade. I apologize, I'm not pronouncing these correctly. Let me know if you know how to. But I'm going to put that Kogi shade right directly into my crease, and it's okay if it gets a little bit onto your lid. We're going to clean that up, better lower than higher. And just kind of taking my time, patting it in and blending it out. Patting and blending and adding more color. This is a beautiful, beautiful, vibrant red shade. Then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that Zakia, that brush that I use, and just blending out the edges of that red shade. And so that way I kind of get that transition now of the Zakia and the Kogi, as opposed to before I wanted a little bit of the Nana shade in there. So kind of moving up in intensity. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer that I'm going to be using later, the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And I'm just taking one of those brushes that came in my Urban Decay palette. I like to use concealer brushes, or those work just as great, the kind of more flat edge. And now I'm just going in and carving out my crease. I especially like doing this because I feel like it's kind of like I get to cheat a little bit with my lid space and kind of create my like a lid size, as opposed to, live with what I got. That's what makeup's for. You can really make it your own. So just kind of cleaning that up, and that way that like cut crease will be more intense. Taking a little bit of Fix Plus, and this is an e.l.f., just one of the regular shader brushes. I think this brush was like $1, and I've had this forever. But I'm taking that Zuba shade, and on the outer half of my lid, I'm patting that shade in, and just kind of, intensifying it with that Fix Plus, and just adding and patting and adding and patting. Then going into the shade Osun, that's a lighter pink shade, and that's going into the other inner half of my eye, maybe more like inner, maybe third or so, and just packing that and just going in between, packing the two pink shades, blending them together, intensifying them, and then going in with that Sigma E25 Kogi brush and just blending the edges out. So we have a really nice seamless transition and just blending the edges as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to the face, and I'm taking my L'Oreal Glow Lock Primer, and then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. So they have the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, but I have dry skin, and especially right now in Chicago, it went from summer to winter real quick. It was like 70, 80 degrees one day, and 50, and next thing you know, it's like 30 degrees outside, so my skin needed that extra glow, that dewiness. Usually I like a nice luminous foundation. There's luminous and there's dewy. This Maybelline Fit Me foundation is dewy, and I had bought it, before. I reviewed it. I loved it. I just hadn't purchased it recently, and I was like, you know what? I need the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation, because I just need that extra luminosity to my face, and I have been loving it for the winter time. So if you guys are struggling with dry skin and the winter, it's looking a little bit dull, that foundation I think is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful glow to the face. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face, do a little highlighting and contouring, some definition, adding that down the bridge of my nose, my cuticle, chin, and then of course underneath my eyes. I like to drag my concealer down a little bit more to kind of elongate my face, since I have more of a round face. And then to even everything out, just highlighting on my forehead, and then blending everything out with my Beauty Blender. It's been a while that I've like naturally blended out my concealer with like a brush as opposed to a Beauty Blender. I used to use a brush, but now I'll really only blend out my concealer with a brush. If maybe I'm testing something out, trying something new, or I'm specifically kind of, trying to review the differences with a sponge as opposed to with a brush. So everybody's got personal preference. This to me just works with my dry skin. I feel like it's just quick, easy, and it's just one less utensil, makeup utensil I have to use. I mean, that's one less than like what the other like 20 or 30 I use at once. But just one less step in my routine, one less thing to wash. Going in with my NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana. As you can see, I'm already hitting pan. It's like my third one of these. I love it. Just setting my under eyes with my Real Technique setting brush. Then I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Carbon Black kohl pencil, and I'm just aligning my waterline. And you can totally do black like I'm doing, or you can go in with a nude shade. I feel like both, you know, type of eyeliners will give you a different effect, and I think both will look really, really nicely. Going back into the palette, and I'm going to take that pokey shade, that bright red. It's like a bright, hot pink red, you know? It's like not totally red, but it's like a hot pink red. Beautiful. I love this shade so much. I had to play with it. But with my pencil brush, this is my Morphe pencil brush, and I'm just blending that out underneath my eyes just to kind of give me that nice transition on my lower lash line. Taking my Girlactik Luminous Glow Powder and just setting my face, and then I'm going to go with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzing powder. Mine is in the shade Rosewood, in case you're interested. And I'm taking my, this is my e.l.f. I don't know exactly the name of it. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's like their, is this their contouring or blush brush? I like it for both, but specifically for contouring. It's so, like, I love the size of it. I think it's like perfect for my face to kind of, you know, blend out and give like definition specifically. So I really like this brush. It was $10, but totally worth it. It's the 105 brush. If you see, I got mine at Target, and oh, I just love the intensity of the bronzer, and then the like kind of shaping it'll do around the face. Like, if you want some good cheekbones, you want to create those cheekbones, I would highly, highly recommend this brush. Got a couple of other bronzing brushes that I really like, and I think this is a great addition. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. It is really cute though, $10. Maybe, maybe not. Let me know if you would pick it up. Then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of chisel out my lower jawline. Don't forget to do that. And then going back in with that NYX HD finishing powder and just cleaning up underneath that contour shade, just for, you know, added definition in case you went a little bit too low. Taking my blush in Frat Boy by the Balm, and it's got like a nice pinkiness to it. I wanted to keep the pink theme going on here, and I'm using my Target Up and Up. This is the blush brush for $6, and it's freaking amazing. If you need a great affordable blush brush, I liked it so much that I bought two just to have for myself. Then going in with my dual fiber brush. This is a Real Techniques brush that I also use for my luminous face powder. I don't think they make it anymore though. It's like the perfect brush ever to kind of like blend out foundation or powder like I'm doing. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX Matte Liquid Liner and give you a nice little speed up of me doing my wing liner, because I do not do it this fast. Definitely need to concentrate, take my time. I think this look looks great with liner or even without liner, and just some nice lashes. Like, that's, it's just so simple, but I think you can, you know, kind of make it your own. Maybe you can do even a colored liner. Anything would look great. Taking my Maybelline highlight in the shade Molten Rose Gold. Since it is pinkier of a highlight, you can totally do gold. But like I said, pink on pink on pink on pink. And just doing that highlight, especially, hey, we're going intense with the eyes. Might as well go intense with the highlight. And this is definitely, yep, one of those very intense highlights. I recently talked about it in my 10 beauty products, $10 and under, and it is $10 at Walgreens, so that means Walmart you can probably save $1 or $2. But I think they did a really amazing job with this formula, this highlight, and if you want to shine, this is the highlight, intense highlight, like right off the bat. So just, you know, highlighting around the cheekbones, Cupid's bow, bridge of the nose, anywhere you would want to highlight the face. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC lip liner. You totally don't have to do this MAC one. There's definitely way more from the drugstore, but this is just the only bright pink one I had, is in the shade Embrace Me. But NYX, I was just talking about their lip liners, and they do a really, really great job, so you could probably find a great affordable dupe. And then in preparation for my lipstick, Maybelline Vivid Rose. I wanted that bright pink lipstick, but in my next videos, my next two videos, which you'll be seeing, I actually did change the lip up and did a nude lip. So I actually really like that too as well. So it just depends if you want a lot of color or do you want to mix it up, you know, crazy in the eyes, chill in the lips. It's up to you. Going back in with that Maybelline highlight, and I'm sorry, I almost forgot to highlight my inner corners. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, I caught it, I did it. We are all good to go. Then I just went in with that shade Kessie, that matte shade, but like it has like, it's not too white, like, oh, it's perfect for like a brow bone highlight. Oh my god, I love it so much. Just adding that underneath my brow bone, and then just blending out that brow bone shade with my transitions and the pinks and everything we got going on there, just so it doesn't look super duper harsh. Taking my Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara, and I'm just blending my false lashes with my real lashes, and then also adding that to my lower lash line. And this step I would always, you know, say to do. It makes a difference. I know sometimes you could be in a rush, you forget, or you're just like too lazy for that, but it does, especially because while you're doing, you know, your eyeshadow and stuff, you're gonna get powder on your lashes, and then you put like super dark black fake lashes, like you're gonna tell the difference. So this just kind of coats them all black, keeps everything together, and it looks a little bit more seamless. But that is a completed look. Super easy, super colorful though. For those of you who want to play with some more color, I would definitely suggest, you know, do a pink lip, do a nude lip. I think both look really, really great. Let me know what your guys' preference is. But let me know if you guys check out this look. Really easy, simple. Also, let me know if you guys want to see some other looks, more looks with these colors. They're beautiful. Want to play with some of those blues, greens, teals, purples. So many colors to choose from, so many combinations. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.